touch it, bring it, stay, watch it, turn it, leave it, start formatting, touch it, bring it, stay, watch it, turn it, leave it, start formatting, touch it, bring it, stay, watch it, turn it, leave it, start formatting.
Hey, welcome back, guys. All right, so today we're going to talk about savings account 3.3 and a couple key ideas we want to start with. We want to start with the idea that there is a whole bunch of good stuff that comes out of our banking system. The first idea is that, here we are, our list of what do we get from our bank? Direct deposit. Wow, very convenient. ATM cards, debit cards. Some have store value cards. Others have overdraft protection. I mentioned to you guys about my bounce check. Well, I was lucky. I had overdraft protection. Otherwise, it would have been expensive for me. Online banking. You can do everything really with your cell phone nowadays, and safety deposit boxes. So, these, banking services are, very important to us because of the convenience. Okay. Now, we want to also think about the fees associated with banking. Okay. Because it's not for free. Okay. There are some things that are going to cost us. For example, I talked about, bounce checks. Okay. Had I not had that overdraft protection, that would have been a fee. If you don't have a minimum, let me just go from the top. ATMs, number one. If you don't use your bank's ATM, they will charge you a fee. Okay, debit cards fee. Uh, there's still a few that do charge, but they're few and far between. Check printing. If you go through your books of checks, it's going to cost you a couple dollars to buy more checks. Or number four, if you have a check and for whatever reason you want to stop that payment, they're going to hit you for a couple dollars. And then checking fees. Checking fees number six, that happens generally speaking if you have a balance that fluctuates a lot and it goes below a certain point. Okay. All right. Now, also while we're talking about this, let's look at the different types of banking accounts so we can just jump right into our focus for the day. Um, the type of accounts that a bank offers, we talked a bit about checking accounts. There's also something called certificates of deposits, CDs is what we call them. And there's also things called money market accounts. Now, we may come back and spend some time talking about each one of those CDs and market accounts, but really our focus for today is talking about a savings account and the benefits of a savings account. Okay, so let's kind of talk about this now. There are advantages and there are disadvantages of having a savings account. Okay, so what is a savings? Bank accounts where money earns interest. Interest is important because, hey, we can make money, but it's not always accessible for us. So one of the advantages is you earn money, typically 1 to 2%. Okay, and money is safe and relatively easy to access. A disadvantage is that the interest earned is very low. However, um, well, not however, is actually lower than inflation and is not always accessible with a check. Okay, so let's transition. Let's talk a little bit about why we save money. Because I think it's important and not everybody's clear on that benefit. So let's make it clear. Why we save money. There it is. Okay. So we're talking about why do we save? All right. It's very important for us to know that, things happen and emergency funds are at the top of the list of why we save money. Maybe it's the dryer, maybe it's the hot water, maybe it's the roof. Also, retirement. Retirement is a big thing, obviously, as guys like me who have more years behind us than we have in front of us, we can't do it forever. Also, education. And these should be two separate things. education. One of the opportunities I had, one of the things that was important to me is that I want to make sure my kids had a better high school experience than I did, with deficits. So, I made it a point to get them in Aquinas and get them in McQuaid, but couldn't have done that if my parents didn't teach me right up front to put away a couple, pennies and dimes. Also, we want to have money to make a down payment on a house. That is the American dream. Going away and unplugging on vacations is a big deal. And every now and again, it's good to reward your wife or your girlfriend with something super nice, So that's why we save. Here's a few reasons of why it's important. And these are just three, but I believe to have peace of mind in an emergency is a blessing from God. Also, to be financially independent and secure. The love of money is the root of all evil. But money isn't evil. It's the love of money. And then finally, to be a better role model, to be a better role model for our kids than our parents were for us should be always in our mind as the goal. All right, let's talk about millionaire habits. And we're going to shut the video down and you guys come back for part 2. Okay, millionaire habits. True, false, guys. The majority of millionaires drive the latest model car. What do you think? True or false? Or B, they purchase ready-made suits, most likely on sale. Is that true? Or, I'm thinking maybe they do a custom suit or something. C, they own small businesses. Is that true or false? D, they have spouses who carelessly spend money because they got it like that. What do you think? All right, take a minute and record your answers. Or select a true or false. The results may be shocking, guys. Okay, the first one was false. Most millionaires drive American-made cars, and they're not the current model. Second one was true. Yeah, they buy off-the-rack clothing. The third one was true. Most people who are millionaires have their own businesses. And D, they have spouses. False. They have spouses who are very good about money. Very good about money. Okay, we're going to shut it down. Come back for part 2 of the video.